What's going on? Minecraft Temple days. I'm on part 19 of the series, so you know what that means. I'll see you all in day 55.
And here I am, day 55, story day, starting with some winter battle training. As I'm showing off, I switched the Ender Dragon one to the winter like I promised I would, but unfortunately there is no winter skeleton mask or skull, only a winter skeleton skull, unlike the Ender Dragon which has an Ender Dragon mask. But it's whatever. Anyways, with this fight, I didn't have any blocks to build like I would for the Ender Dragon process, so I decided I would go practical, switching in and out of the winter phases with a sword and bow, and sometimes with a shield pretending I was blocking some of the winter's hit, which I assume you can do, though I don't really remember. So I kept switching back. I'm always good at my arrows, even though I have infinite, so like, I actually don't get any arrows back, but I still had to do it because of the sound alone. I then decided to use an Ender Pearl to juke the winner, dodge attacks before going back in for the full charge. Um, then when I'm at the block and the hits, and pretended it was a bow phase to shoot. Used my Ender Pearl again to dodge it, and decided to use it again to go back to the sword phase. So yeah, I kept going around swinging it from every angle since jumping and hitting it doesn't do extra damage, and this allows me to dodge the winner's attacks just that much more. They decided it was back to the bow phase, spamming the hell out of it. Imagine the sounds it was making while I was doing it before it clicked to my essence. I then pretended I got hit by the winner effect and tried my best to mimic it. Then ate a golden apple to mimic the effects, make sure I wouldn't die in winter. And decided it was so the bow phase shot the hell out of it with my arrows. I then decided I should get some building into this, so I broke off some pieces of my roof to get 10 pieces of white terracotta. With those pieces, I decided to bring exactly 10 carpet so I could place down all of it on the ground surface. Now, unfortunately, I did not do that. Most was on the air. With the amount left, I was able to do what I wanted to do before still deciding it was on the bow phase to shoot the hell out of it. Imagine the sounds it was making. Blah blah. Before I decided it was back to the melee phase, swinging. Before I decided I should collect these Beckbritis before I defeat the beast. So I got back it and then defeated the winner, doing a little victory dance, and then put back my roof. I took the carpet off camera. Now in the sunset, I decided to go to the end to get a lighter rig for a just in case measure, in case that my underground hole was not deep enough and the winter could actually fly out. So part one of the plan was to get the shulker boxes to give me levitation to get up there faster, but for some reason they weren't giving me any. So I thought they were kill both of them, but finally I got levitation. However, it was really slow levitation, and even though I tried to go way faster, than on this big roof piece, levitation was just not enough. So I decided to just use my ender pearls to speed up the process, worrying that the ender pearl might go off the void, but luckily it landed exactly where I wanted. And then for another one where it didn't land exactly where I wanted, it got me a little bit glitch, but another one fixed the glitch. So I then ran and used sandstone, since it's all about a sandstone temple, to make a bridge to the ship. Um, Luckily, you know, nothing happens, like, because shulkers can't fly. It would be pretty scary if they could fly. Anyways, I got hit by a shulker box on the ship. I didn't realize they could be like right there. I decided to just use levitation to fly to the top of it, and then hit by another shulker, which hit me repeatedly. I managed to get down, but I couldn't stop the projectiles. So still levitated, I decided to just land on the area that would take the least amount of fall damage. Even though I have better falling boots, so I wouldn't even take that much anyways. I saw that I have 7 more seconds of levitation, so I decided to just stay there to take the least amount of damage I could. And it worked like a charm. I then decided to just jump down and went inside the ship, slaying the shulker that was blocking my elytras, and dodging the things and got my prize. Now, happy I got my prize, I decided to search these chests to see what was inside and saw that there was nothing really that could replace my own. And decided to loot some more fortresses. Now, in the night, with my newly acquired loot from the end fortresses, I decided to make some new potions for the winter fight, making better potions of stuff I already had, like potions of strength 2 potions, and then decided to make some potions of healing, instant health 2 potions. Now I was trying to make something also called winter resistance, but that was a little bit of an issue you'll see shortly. So I was doing everything, and I saw that nothing was working. The required steps did nothing. The blaze powder did nothing. The glowstone did nothing, and I think it's because it's one or two reasons. The first one is because it may only be Java exclusive, like Ritter resistance. I may only be Java exclusive for reasons that only Moon Jane and Micro Kraka could know. Or the second one is because it used to be a thing, but they took it out because they wanted the winter fight to be harder. Just to double make sure I'm doing this right, I decided to search up winter resistance in slash give, but I gave nothing. And after being jump scared by a Enderman, I decided to stick with the potions I already got. And wanted to go to sleep, but monsters were too close by. So I went down to my little basement, saw Enderman was there, headed away, and was able to get my needed sleep. And now, day 56, base change day, where it's once again minor, kind of. I decided for this one I would expand on I would expand on 3 parts of my base. First is the fourth floor. Now, will I ever finish the fourth floor? Hopefully, I really want to finish it in one of these parts because I'm tired of having these unfinished floors. But the ideas I wanted for them, I can't execute them with the parkour. I've never made parkour in my life, so I don't even know how to make like good hard parkour. In this one, I thought about making this a trophy room, but um, I just don't know what trophies besides diamonds and iron I would put because netherite's too hard to find, and I don't need, and I honestly I don't want netherite for now. I know it's crazy to say that, but I don't want that room to be very special. Maybe I can make it like my own personalized room, but it's yet to be seen. Though making it a writer's room wouldn't be that would actually be pretty unique and more my personality. Anyways, while I was doing this, expanding it so that one day, if I ever want to, I can make these these floors even bigger. I was messing up a ton, just due to the fact I was trying to do this kind of fast. And when you're doing stuff fast in Minecraft, mistakes like this tend to happen a lot. That's why, unless you're a pro at speed building, just do it slow or with a swiftness potion, because you're just gonna keep falling and wasting time, like having to waste a lot of blocks and just build it up to fill in the holes, fill in the space, and then have to go back to those blocks to fill in some more holes and spaces. Yeah, I know a lot of you are confused how I keep falling down. A lot of you are laughing about how much I fall down. A lot of you. But, hey, you don't do what I do. You don't do this in a temple. You don't even stay in a temple. You go in a temple, loot it, leave. You stay in your own building, no matter how big, small it is. You don't know what it's like always having to make your base different for thumbnails, showing everyone how much the world is changing, how much it's evolving, how much I'm changing in the world. You know how it is, especially when Loot the Notable keeps just randomly popping up with every new 100 days, like 100 days in a woodland mansion. Which, like, how are you, like, bro, why is Minecraft the only game you play, dog? This last day this man, the last time this man did not play only Minecraft was live streaming Fortnite OG. It is like I get you don't have to be a fan of Fortnite anymore. You don't have to make Fortnite videos, but can you do 100 days in other survival games that isn't just like vanilla Minecraft, bro. It's not even bad wash, but like it's not who you're. This is not what you're known for. You're known for 100 drops, for goodness sake. Nothing with the notable rant, and this man is why this thing even exists. Because I wanted to make an original 100 day, and I'm pretty sure I'm just the only one who's ever done a one in temple. So I'll take my originality ticket. So you can see it's this floor. I'm doing the mismatch style, where at first it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then it just became two different color, two different color. I don't know why that happened. I think it's because I was just making an X in the floor, just trying to make a pattern, and then some stuck out. It's whatever. So I did it with about which is much light as a college dorm room would probably get for a rich dude. So no mobs would ever try me. But for the bottom right there, that thing was as dark as as a classroom they turn off to watch a movie or documentary or something educational. Anyways, this was the least increase I've did since I was trying to stay within the boundaries of what was pre-established there. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I don't want to move back the armor stand thumbnail guy what I already did. But I did decide to stretch out the time by trying to enclose a little bit. You know, doing anything I can that would fit, and honestly, I did a really good job at that. So after doing what I deemed was enough, I decided to just add a little bit more to the roof, because why not? And I fell in the deep ocean where I was getting attacked by a couple of mobs. But luckily, due to the deep water, I didn't really take that much damage, and ran back quickly to my base. Knowing that this bed upstairs wouldn't be working, I went to my little cave bed. And now, day 57, combat day. Fight about 5 favorite mobs. Of course, with diamond here and stuff, this thing is not very challenging. But despite that, the cave spiders were giving me a jump so much I decided to eat one apple just to not get hella just to keep the poison off me slightly. I don't know why cave spiders are active like this now. Maybe they got shit. I'm not gonna say that name. So, after the little golden apple, things went almost smoothly, but the cave spiders were still on my tip like a soft core character. If you know, you know. Anyways, after slaying probably half of the mob kingdom, more variety with it. Uh, inflate the clip. Slightly more longer for the video. I defeat the mobs. So, scouted for any mob I could find and took them out, using my bow mainly to stretch out the clip. Because even though this thing meets my time requirement, I still want to do that classic move on stretching things out for that ad revenue, despite me not making money right now. But hey, I do what I want, and it's still not even that long. So you got nothing to be mad about. Unlike those Cork Kitchen, because that would just be so annoying. But he won't. I already know Cork Kitchen will never do 100 days. He ain't built for that. Anyways, after getting shot by more random stuff I didn't even realize for a bit. Once I did though, it was easy pickings like Mary Poppins on a bad day. I get some boy flying, my god. Anyways, just like before, I was running back to my base, but I was kind of worried that it may have already been the next day, as the sun was coming up pretty fast. But the only way I to know this was by going to hit the hay, and I was right. But I decided I don't care, bro. I'm on day 57. Let's just be day 57.
A nice hot content.
and Minecraft Temples Part 19. Hope you all enjoyed this part. If you subscribe, like, bell, come on, notify. Go my socials, my friends in the description, and I'll see y'all in part 20 in 2 weeks. Peace!